Hello, St. Andrew High School for Girls. I want to say hi first and foremost. My name is Juarez Jackson, otherwise known as Fathertrue. I am a lifelong friend of Thalia Bachelor, Mrs. Thalia Bachelor, and she inspired me to do this to help you guys to really, concentrate on your career because it's really vital. I do a lot of stuff, but I worked for the largest engineering firm in the world for a long time, about almost 10 years, as a software engineer, creating software on the most expensive planes in the world. So I've been at the pinnacle of engineering and development for a long time. Now I'm a consultant with a company that's basically a computer company that basically makes software. It's called RZ Software, Red Zone, as you see on my shirt. Um, there you go. But I just want to introduce myself and let you know about what I do. I'm actually a Six Sigma black belt right now, where I go, I travel the world, and I actually basically teach people how to get better, how to improve. But a part of that is the software that I use. So not only is it the people skills and the Six Sigma tools, it's actually getting better by teaching people how to get better. So what drew me into information technology and computer science, I want to say it was just my father first and foremost, because I seen how he used to work for MCI in Jamaica, and he was just always technical, always around computers, had computers lying around the house. So it was just always a big thing to me, excuse me, to see my father and just how computers are always there, technology was always there. So I think that was probably my first influence. How different is IT in high school and college from the technology I'm currently employing? Really, it's really about getting the foundation, because once you get the foundation, nobody can really take that away from you. So no matter what, I do, whether it was software and me being a senior software engineer for one of the largest firms in the world, the foundation, once you learn the foundation, nobody can take that from you. You know, it's like 1 and 1 always equal 2. Once you learn it, nobody can trick you. You know what I mean? So it's really about getting the knowledge, and then you can apply it in many different ways, like I'm doing right now. What's the most memorable IT topic for me in school? Um, any level. I want to say the biggest thing was probably at a young level. When I was taking one of my first computer courses, I realized just how much variability. There's two things that stand out. One time, they asked me to make a program, and the program, they said they made the program that asks questions. And instead of just asking questions, I asked, I asked a question, but then in the response, I made sure that they answered accordingly. So if I was expecting numbers and or I'm expecting words and I get numbers, I would ask them again and said, I wanted yes or no, and I didn't get yes or no. I'd tell them again and say, please say this. And then I'd ask them again, and then the third time I'd start getting kind of indignant with them, and didn't I just say? So those kind of deviations kind of made me feel, wow, it's so liberating that you're getting to control something. I think that's what really struck me, as you're getting to build it. It's your vision, right? There's so many different ways to skin a cat. Many people say that, but there's so many different ways to solve problems, and that's what I love about it. It's just the variance that you can have, and the how can you inject your own into it. So one of the next things I would say was that I had a program that the teacher asked me to basically read into an array and turn on and off a variable, use a conditional statement, basically get a little dot, go across the screen. That was everybody have to do. Instead of getting a little dot to go across the screen, once I understand that it was just reading into an array, I understood that I could actually draw on the screen, make those dots permanent, and make like a grass area on the bottom of the screen. And then I made like stars in the sky that were permanent. Some of them were flickering. And then I made a circle object look kind of like a spaceship go across. And then I made somebody pop out the bushes and actually shoot a little dot, because I could realize that the dot, I could make it look like it was going up, because I would read into the array. Instead of making one of the axes stay the same, I would just change each axis accordingly, so it just go in a horizontal, not a horizontal, vertical axis, right? Instead of going horizontal or vertical, I made it go, did I say horizontal, vertical? I made it go, yeah, that way. Anyway, It's late and I'm doing work, so mind you. Even with a career that is not atypical, technical, how helpful is a background in CS? I'm telling you, CS is the truth. It's the life. And even though studies show that 2 years into your degree, you're probably not going to be using the same technology because technology is expanding so exponentially right now. It's so vital for you to understand that this is so important for your career and so important for not even just your career, but you may be doing something else. And a lot of the things that I've seen is that people hark on or depend on people that are technical and can understand things. And that's what really computer science is really about, because you're showing a computer how to do stuff for the most. Because I was more computer science, which is more the programming aspect. So it's basically figuring out how to tell the computer to do what you want it to do. All right. As a father of adorable, intelligent girls, how do you keep them interested in IT and STEM, and why? The why is easy because it's vital. Like, Rasta said, ital is vital. It's vital to be able to have that technology, because without technology right now, I mean, you're not getting the job that you need. And there's so many jobs out there that you can just get a certificate and be making 80K, 100K a year, My lifestyle is so grand, right? For years, I've been traveling to the best places. I have multiple cars. I have multiple homes. My cars are paid for. I give thanks to God first and foremost. And my parents, mostly my mom, as far as my upbringing, but my dad for as far as guidance also. But, I think it's very vital that people understand how important it is that even if you don't have role models in your life, to seek them. So I just try and be the role model for my girls. They're homeschooled, and I really try and I take them with me. I'm in Kentucky right now. I try and take them with me anywhere I go, and try and give them an exposure. And exposure is so important. You may not have all the facilities, you may not have everything, but you have books. And I read, my father wanted me to read a book a day, so I read, and I encourage them to do the same thing. So read, be a voracious reader, do all you can to really be filling up your mind, because nobody can take that. Once you get something in your mind, nobody can teeth it from you. All right? What else I want to say? I want to say good luck on your career. We need more people. I went out, actually recruited again for the largest company in the world, and we couldn't find enough people to have these jobs that were out there that were good jobs, paying almost twice as much as the national, average in America, right? So I live right by T.I. the rapper. I have a good life, and I just want to say that you can do it too. It's not impossible. Life is what we make it. So just make yours the best. No matter what situation you come from, no matter what happened in your life, you can do it. I ended by saying that it's going to be your attitude that decides your altitude and not your aptitude. Don't let anyone ever take that away from you. That your attitude will definitely bring you far. Keep your joy. All right. Take care. God bless.